Ella, yeah, you call me Fala, any weather.
Hello, gentle viewers. It's ACL here. Some call me Ella, some call me Nuella, some call me Elle. You can call me whatever you want to call me as long as it's in relation with Emanuela. And I'm back again with another video. So today, I'm here with Dr. Hagan, okay?
Hi guys,
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be on AC's vlog.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here as well. If you guys know this by now, you know that we are doctors in the UK now. And I have dedicated my time to like enlightening you guys, especially those of you that would want to take the same path about, you know, the PLAB. So we're going to be sharing our personal experiences over here. I will ask her some questions. So in Ame's case, she took the exam twice. So we're going to try to compare, you know, before and then the first time and then the second time, which she passed. And then, you know, things that you can, you know, learn from and stuff like that. So if you are here and you've not already subscribed, honey, what are you waiting for?
Tell us. Tell us. Please subscribe, oh yeah.
Yes. So please subscribe, share this video to your friends, especially those in the medical field. Like, comment, and also turn on your post notification button so that whenever I bring a new video, you'll be able to know and then watch it as well. Without much ado, tell us like your experience about this whole PLAB 2. If someone comes to you that I want to take the PLAB 2 exam, what do you have to say about it? What would you say?
Okay, so I want to take the PLAB 2 exam.
Yeah.
The first thing I say, go for it. Go for it. For me, I am pro international. If you feel like moving to another country to work is really what you want to go for it. But if you're comparing PLAB 2, USMLE, the Australian exam, and Canada, I think PLAB 2 is cheaper and faster, and also
Pretty direct.
easier, pretty
Yeah.
much direct. Yeah. Those are a few of the advantages with taking the PLAB 2.
The first time that you wrote, right? That was somewhere last year.
Yeah, last year.
What do you think that like you did differently from now that like maybe you feel like, okay, so this time this is what made me feel the exam?
I think that in hindsight, I looked at the feedback that I got from the examiners. So they do qualitative examining, right? So the qualitative one tells you the specific areas that you need to work more on. And I think I had a lot of excess in my management. So I feel like that was where the issue was. You remember that when we were having group meetings and all of the FY2s that we had telling us, oh, you don't need to know everything in management, just try and be a safe doctor, just say 2 important things there. And I ran with that, to be honest, because I mean, the things to learn are so much, and there are always new guidelines. So I felt like I didn't need to stress myself so much. So I just ran with the fact that, oh, I just need to be a safe doctor, I just need to do the bare minimum. So I could see that in my IPS, in my data gathering, marks were good over there. But when it came to the management, I had like 1, 2, the highest I would get is like a 3, and it really did affect me. So like I did not really get the number of stations that I needed to pass. So what I did differently this time was to focus on my management. I mean, I didn't ignore the IPS, the clinical data gathering and all that, but I did a lot of work on my management, looked at the new guidelines from NHS guidelines here, and then I tried as much as possible to memorize. And I think that another thing too that I did differently was the fact that I entered each station being myself. I didn't go there being so scripted, because one thing they don't like is you are scripted. I needed to adapt. It's a patient-led consultation that you are doing. So you need to adapt. You need to be very flexible. But if you are not, and it's like there is something in your mind that you really want it to go that way and it's not going that, it's like you cannot bend. So this time I tried to be a doctor. I tried to feel like I'm consulting, I'm in Ghana consulting with a patient, how I would act, how I would talk to the patient, and I think that did a trick for me.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. And for it being your second time, did you feel as anxious as the first time?
I felt more anxious. I felt more anxious. See, the whole time we were waiting for them to, take us to the rooms, I was shaking. And it didn't make sense to me because it was not a new experience. It was basically the same routine that we were going through as the first time. So I didn't know why I was so anxious. It was later that I came to realize that I think I was just putting so much pressure on myself because now I expect so much more from myself because I know this, I am familiar with this. So like, you have to do it better. Yeah. And the fact that the first time I went and I was a bit confident and it still didn't go my way, was making, so if I'm coming now and I feel like I'm better prepared, is it still going to go my way? Like, I think that I was very anxious. I was very anxious.
Guys, the anxiety is crazy. Anxious. I remember my first rest station, I was shaking like, but yeah, it's good. And like, how did you feel like after you wrote the exam the second time? What were some of the things that were running through your mind? Did you feel like, oh, a heavy burden has been lifted, or oh my goodness, am I going to pass? Am I going to feel like, what were the thoughts that were running?
The truth of the matter is I couldn't wait for the exam to be over because I was tired. The night before, I tried to get some sleep, but it wasn't a good sleep because I kept thinking and dreaming about the exam. So I didn't really sleep much and I didn't eat. So I was hungry and I was tired. So I was literally burning the last fuel of energy in my body to take that exam. So I just could not wait for it to end. And the thing is that once you start the exam, you forget about time.
Yeah.
So by the time you realize you are done. Unfortunately for me, I met someone who just killed my entire vim before and after the exam. I was just sitting in my corner right before the exam. I won't mention the person, and I don't even know the person, but I won't even mention the nationality or whatever. But this person, I don't know whether he was sent or whatever, but before the exam was trying to, just do the bare minimum. If you try and get 3 in IPS, if you trying to rationalize how you can easily pass
a score and pass
the station, but I didn't go with what he said anyways. And unfortunately, he was the one I met in the elevator when I was leaving the building, right? And it was like, this one. Oh,
this one was supposed to be discussing the questions.
You cannot discuss the questions once you are within the. I mean, you can't discuss the questions, right? But it was CO poisoning, it was carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm like, in my head, I do not gather such a data from the patient. I did ask the patient, all the questions that I needed to ask. So, and what I got was tension, headache. It wasn't carbon monoxide. And he went to discuss with another person. The person, oh yeah. It just killed my view. I'm like, did I come and escort you before I came to take the exam? Because what you are saying and what I got in the exam were two different things. So I left the examination feeling like I had failed again.
No.
He just brought my spirit low because I had some glimmer of hope, right? That, okay, this time I think I did better than before. So I have hope that I'm going to pass. But this guy just came and crushed. So while in the Uber, when I was coming to yours, there were just tears in my eyes. I was just crying. I was just so sad. So I don't think I felt better. Yeah.
But I think that's the thing. To anybody that is going to take the exam, on the day of your exam, trust what you have studied. It's not within those 2 hours that you're waiting that you're going to learn anything new. Do not let anybody disrupt what you have studied. Because that's how I went to say contact irritant dermatitis. Me, I've not seen it in the book. I've only seen contact allergic dermatitis. The thing is, trust yourself. For me, my own, we didn't have people discussing the questions. At least if they were, they didn't see me, I don't know, approachable enough to talk to me. So I was just sitting by myself and then I left on my own. So whatever I went there with was what was in my head, except the irritant one that someone had told me a night before, right? So forget that pressure. Remember, none of them there is an examiner. They are all coming to take the exam like you. So, and it's not about who has the knowledge in their head. It's a whole performance you are going to be displaying over there. So sometimes the way you even, give out the information, how you carry yourself over there, even gives you marks or subtracts marks from you. So trust yourself. Now that it's all over, everything GMC is just behind you. How do you feel?
I feel like it was an experience that taught me a lot, because taking it the second time, I did not expect to take it the second time. I mean, who goes to write an exam expecting they will fail?
Yeah.
Right. And so taking it the second time, it made me better. It brought into perspective the kind of mentors you listen to, right? Because we did have people who had gone to take the exam before, and we were using the experiences so much. Like, you just need to do the bare minimum. Probably that's what they went to do, and they passed.
But things are changing, though.
Things are changing. They are changing the rules of the game. So maybe the bare minimum may not get you there anymore.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It was an experience for me, and I don't think I'm even done with GMC. I know that we still need to renew the
license. I mean, we're not done with GMC if we're working here, but at least we're done with anything examination in that sense, like trying to be doctors here. Yeah. And we are grateful to God for, how far He's brought us. So we're study mates, right? We studied the PLAB 2 together the first time and then the second time when you were going to write. How do you feel like the study discussions help?
The study discussions really help. They do help. It's a non-negotiable part of studying for the exam. You need to practice. You can have all the knowledge in your head, but if you don't practice, it's better that you just stay at home and don't take the exam, because practice is what really makes the difference. Having study mates that you practice with continuously. We were practicing.
We're practicing like 2 times or 3 times a day. Yeah, because we'll do the major group, we'll do ours like twice.
Yes, and then we'll do our own personal.
Yeah.
We're practicing every day, and that's what makes you better, because when you get there, it's like you run on autopilot mode. It is the things that you've practiced over and over and over and over again that come to surface.
Yeah, it built a structure.
It's not the things that you learned few days before the exam. So the practice, non-negotiable, recommend highly.
Okay, and would you say that the kind of like study mate you have is also important?
Yeah, it is. If you don't have study mates that push you to learn, I mean, it really helps. It really does
I
help.
think so
it really
too.
does help, because you are paying almost £1,000 for this exam.
Yeah.
If the people there can afford to take it a second time, you can't.
You may not be able to.
No, you may. Just put it in your head that
you can't.
So you need to push. But you see, it gets straining when you are the one always pushing in the group. So you need people that will also push when you are not at 100%. Exactly. So you need group members who know why they are taking the exam.
I think, the group member is very important, because it's not only about just practicing and also pushing you, but some way, somehow, they also help you emotionally and psychologically, because sometimes the anxiety can get a better part of you, like, I'm hyperventilating, I don't know, I'm so scared, and the person tells you that we're practicing, everything is going well, you will be fine, you will pass, all these like words of encouragement actually go a long way. And we literally built a family kind of, like we literally bonded over studying and stuff like that. So if you are planning on taking the exam, just go ahead and then make sure that you find like the right community to study with. And now with the prioritization law, what do you feel like our future is like as doctors in the UK?
For once, my future is not in the hands of GMC, it's in the hands of God. So they can break all the laws they can bring. If God wants me to be here and work, so will I be. But I think that it leaves a lot of people with uncertainties in their minds, because now they don't know whether they are going to find jobs. So people are second guessing taking the exam now. All our advice is that you do your research, because there is prioritization doesn't mean that IMGs will not get work. There are still IMGs who are still finding work anyway. So why can't that be you? That's just the mindset that I work with. So far as you do your research well and find out, and to be honest, you don't always need to work in the hospital to be a doctor. There are a lot of avenues around that doctors can branch into. That's why I'm saying that you need to do your research well, because the word out there is that you need to be working in the NHS. You need to be like, there are a whole lot of opportunities out there. So just do the research well and know the route that you take. I mean, it does affect things now statistically, but I still think that IMG still have the chance to
Yeah, I think so too, because if we are prioritizing them and then we have slots for like 100 people and then we finish prioritizing and there's still 50, then it means that 50 IMGs have a chance. And I personally think that if you are thinking of not continuing, it should be that you've not taken PLAB 1 or 2. But if you've taken PLAB 1, why are you leaving it hanging? Just finish it. Because what's the worst thing that could happen? Like, you will still have the license, right? And then you never know what may happen. Like, the way things are changing, something can change again. And as she said, do your research, know which field would be more supportive of you. If you've never practiced, there's the foundation program as well. So like, there are different sectors that people branch into. It's people that are looking to specialize that maybe, yes, they'll be looking at that and stuff. But some people too are not specializing, they're just working as like, they're doing locums and then they're working at hospitals, and everybody's luck is different. That's one thing that I also like, believe in. So if you've already started the journey, please finish. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you guys for always being supportive and for watching this video. Do not hesitate to share this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Yeah, I'll be putting the links to, or just our handles down here, so that you guys can follow us. She has a YouTube channel as well, very insightful page. You can go there, and
although I don't talk about medical stuff more,
but it's refreshing. If you check her videos, you will like it. I'm unscripted. I'm still going to put it down here so that you can also, go subscribe to the pretty face, okay? Alright, I'll see you guys in another video. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Ella, yeah, you call me fella.